Hey, welcome back in the Mix Podcast with your boy Judas Priest, and I'm here with your boy Food Stamp, FUUD, Food Stamp. Okay,
To you. That's right.
yes, and we here. We talking about fatherhood still. We talking about Father's Day, and just because you don't have children, natural children, doesn't mean that you're not a father. You could be a mentor, mentorship, community man, uh, the guy that could look after his nieces and nephew and his cousins. There's all type of ways that you could be a father figure to someone who does not have a father. As many as kids don't have fathers out here. Any father is willing to be a father to somebody's children. Hey, we'll welcome you.
Yeah, right. That's real.
So here, my boy, food stamps. Let me ask you.
Hey,
Um, what do you think is important about being a father?
well, I think about being important about being a father really is being there. And that's my name, Food Stamp, because Food Stamp represents I'm there for your time of need. So anytime anybody need me, of course I'll be there if I can. But children first and foremost didn't ask to be here. So as a father, you want to be there. Not no dad, dad cool, but a father, you want that bond, that name as a father. You know what I'm saying? Uh, really, it's important to be a father and lead the role because you're a role model to not just the kids, but to the parents. I mean, your other spouse, your woman or whoever, wife, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? So you're a role model to them too because you lead the whole household. You know what I'm saying? Fortunately, I'm gonna say fortunately, I ate all my kids up. Uh, you know,
You ate all your kids?
yeah, I was eating pussy, and that's why I ain't got no kids. Now let's clear that up. The reason why, but I ate all my kids up. They somewhere on my stomach or on somebody's curtains. But at the same time, but at the same time,
Did you
no,
just say kind of like curtains?
yeah. I mean, but at the same time, fatherhood is beautiful though. Motherhood is beautiful too. Even though Father's Day coming up this Sunday, every day is a Father's Day like it's a Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying? So take care of your family. You know, especially your kids. They important. God is always number one. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know people use the God name in vain in certain ways, but we talking about the God Almighty. I ain't talking about no other type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know, the real God. But yeah, I'm just what's going on? What else you want to know?
All right.
God, okay,
Okay,
yeah,
so
yes, right.
in the community and family, why? What's the importance of a father in that family? Is it needed? Is a father needed in the community or in a family?
Well, I think it's needed in the family first, and then to lead on to the community. You know, like my whole thing about it is, even when I do stuff in the community, I'm one of the type of I can crack jokes, talk shit, but in the community, I lead by example instead of preaching to somebody. I lead by example. So where I won't sound like I'm just, hey, do this and do that, do that. So family first because it lead from that, then to go to your neighbors and community because you lead by example. You know, what I mean, of course, your family will always be first, no matter what. You know, you got this is your foundation. Your home is your foundation. Whether you rent an apartment, got a house, live in a tent. If you got family in there, that's your foundation, and you're in charge of that foundation. The community is ridiculed. They're gonna love you. They're gonna do everything they can, whatever it is, good or bad. It's still a beautiful thing because if you ain't worried about them. But then when you lead by example, that means that you doing what you want to do from the heart. That means that you like correcting shit that need to be corrected, unexplained. Like you ain't explaining yourself. A lot of people explain themselves. They want to be known as a great guy or a great mom and all this. No, just do take care of your family first, and the community is second. You know what I'm saying? You can't be a hypocrite.
All right, I like that.
Yeah.
So and, so a personal question: how is your relationship with your father, and how do you? I mean, how would you evaluate that?
My relationship with my father is pretty good. Now, of course, earlier stages had rocky times. Not because of him per se, but more of not knowing what's going on as far as where his parents was. It wasn't like he was a deadbeat. It just for some odd reason, him and my mom had disagreements and shit like that. And so,
Right.
so
Okay.
at first it was like, and I don't want to say my mama influenced me not to like him or she was never like that type of shit. Just communication wasn't there. But as we got older, my father's a genuine guy. I love him and all that. So, yeah. And so I can't just I call him dad, hey dad, but he a father. He cool,
I
man. You
like
know what I'm saying?
that. I
Yeah.
like that.
Gotta respect that, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. For real.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask you this.
Go ahead. Let's
So
do it.
how do you feel about
Eating pussy.
men that don't take fatherhood serious?
Well, people don't take fatherhood serious. Me personally, they got to work on a lot of things, because the blame game always been a part of life. Everybody's life. When something ain't right, they want to blame somebody else. Your father produced you. If your father put the effort out there to reach out to you and try to make things happen for you and your siblings or whoever, even if they step kids or step whatever, and he reaching out for you and your stepchildren or your real sister. I mean, not stepchildren, but your real sister or brother or fake brothers and sisters, whatever. If he there trying to reach out for you, that's always a plus. A dad is a dad only if he really mean what he doing. So you would know because a lot of people get ridiculed to where like they been taught their fathers ain't shit and they go that way and all that. So you listen to that. But if you know your dad reaching out for you or trying to even put some type of incentive to tell you some right and wrong, even though he might not be right every time or wrong every time, but that's human life. You ain't right if you can't listen. You will listen to a stranger than your dad. That's the fucked up part about it too. People listen to strangers before they listen to their own parents. And that ain't cool. So if you don't believe in your father or your dad or your moms or whatever, it's a problem. I think you got to pull them aside, talk to them, be a child of God, and talk to your dad and share your opinion because it's only your opinion. You know what I'm saying? So those who don't believe in their dads really got to work on that shit. I mean, I know everybody make mistakes. Ain't no dad out here perfect, ain't no father perfect, no mama, ain't nobody perfect. So talk about it. Don't hold it in. Talk about it, express it to one another. Don't play the guessing game. Guessing game ain't good for no relationship. A father, son, or mama, girl, daughter, whatever. Ain't the guessing game is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right. Jose, take this time now and say, what would you, what advice would you give to a young lady who comes to you and asks you about giving her advice for life?
Advice for life. Well, I say, work on the things that you know you got to work on. Uh, Only you know your life. You can't front a fake life. Like all this shit out here, fabricated. Everybody want to look like somebody else live everybody else's life. Can't do that because the truth gonna tell it anyway. It's gonna time will tell. Just stay you and know your mistakes that you working on. You know what you got to work on. Even if somebody look at you from the outside looking in and think that you this way, you ain't got to prove shit to them. Just be you, stay natural, and understand that everybody ain't for you. They don't deserve your honor. Your honor is what you represent. You know what I'm saying? But you can't be naive and use people either to your best ability because you got certain attributes. So it's like you definitely just be you, stay you, and to your best ability. Now, if you need some advice, whatever, you talk to somebody, you know who to talk to because your soul will tell you who right, who wrong. Even though you might make a mistake every now and then, to vent to your friends or your girls, whoever you going, that's all right. But at the same time, watch who you talking to too. Just work on yourself and God and the people that you know that got your back. And time will tell. Just stay you and beautiful. That's all. Don't let nobody take your smile off your face. You do that, that means you lost. That means you fucking up, motherfucker.
All right. And so, same thing to your son. What would you say to a son, a male that come to your boy and want to know, hey, how can I give me some advice that will help me in life?
So give you some advice to do what?
To help him in life, a son.
Oh, son. Well, first of all, I say, son, eat a little pussy here and there. Start that off. And you know how to nurture a woman. Nurture women always. They know how, if you're going through women problems. First of all, I mean, okay, if you 12, 13, finish school. I mean, I don't give a fuck what you're doing. Learn how to spell, math, whatever the fuck it is, whatever. But then if you get to the ladies, get to the girls and all that, that be most guys' downfall. But if you know how to take care of that woman as a young guy, know the proper nurturing, or should I say the dominance of a man, as far as women made to nurture. That's why they built beautiful, and that's why they got soft voices and they got nice tones. Men is made to dominate, but at the same time, it's respective level. I'm not saying I beat the shit out your girl or whatever. I'm just talking about when you got somebody on your team, it'll speak for itself, and y'all be congruent. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, even though you can do it by yourself, but it is always good to have a companion that got your back. You know what I mean? No matter what it is, it's good to have a strong woman on your side. You know, ladies have it's good to have a strong man on your side because y'all strong in their own ways. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the women are the nurturers, men are the dominant. They leaders. We are leaders. We lead by example. That's what I said before. But the women will follow suit with you if you're a real guy. And it ain't about being tough either. So stop, leave that tough shit alone. That don't mean shit. Fuck the streets. What's the streets? Streets ain't gonna do shit for you. Just focus on what you got to do. And a lot of times, motherfuckers out here doing shit they don't even really want to do. They just doing it to be known, to prove a fact. Fuck proving shit. You know what I'm saying? So stay you. Always stay humble, but stay hungry for better things in life to achieve yourself. It always feel good to feel good, but it's always sorrow when you sad and mad. It's gonna be some bullshit. You can't handle it right. You know what I'm saying? So be a king and be a leader that you walk. Leaders lead each other.
Mhm.
Leaders don't discriminate against other leaders. We they lead each other.
Okay. And then lastly, um, I'm giving you these words, and I just need you to put them in order to importance. I mean, to you, what order should they be in? One, wife, husband, child, God.
I'm gonna say God first because and I'm talking about God, our Lord and Savior. Uh, the reason being because He produced you and your wife. So when He produced you and your wife, you had kids. So that means you produced them. So it's the God first, then your wife, then your kids. Now don't get me wrong, it ain't no particular order as far as certain things come up. Your kids might be ahead of your wife. It's tit and tat. But God first, me personally, my opinion, your wife, then your kids. But we already know the wife and kids congruent. God, without a God, it wouldn't be me or my God. I mean, me or my wife or my kids. So, you know what I'm saying? And a dog and cat last. Goldfish, whatever you got, that shit last. But just understand the difference, though. You know what I'm saying? And hats off. I appreciate your questions, man. You got some good ass questions, though, man. God damn.
Thank you,
Yeah,
thank
man. Look at this guy. Look at this bus. Yeah.
you. Okay. So thank you again for being a part of this edition, and like you said, everything is needed and to the community, fatherhood, fathers, father figures. And I just want to appreciate you guys again. This week is special, and a shout out to the fathers again. You're doing your things, keep doing your thing. And if you're not, and you haven't been doing your job and haven't been doing what you think you need to be doing, it's not too late. It's as long as you have breath in your body, it's never too late to go get a connection, to say I'm sorry, to say, hey, forgive me, to say I love you. Hey, I want to be a part of your life. Hey, I want you to be a part of my life. I want to be a part of yours. It's never too late.
and
And you just gotta start somewhere.
yeah, and to add on to that, apology. Nothing wrong with apologizing. Especially if you know that you fucked up out here and you know you did something wrong brutally. It ain't got to be physically. It could be mentally, whatever. But if you apologize, let them know you didn't. Just apologize. Reconcile your differences with you. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So that's a start too. Cause pride get everybody fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like motherfuckers don't know how to. They don't know how to admit when they wrong. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
And, it's nothing like, being that little 8-year-old boy sitting on the steps waiting for your dad to come and he never showed. But
Yeah.
hey, we
Oh, there you
forgive
go.
you, Dad. Hey, we forgive you, but
Yeah.
thank you again, guys. This is Judas Priest. Thank you, boy. I thank Food Stamp for coming and being a part of this in the Mix podcast. See you guys later.